The question was, what is the culture at Handspring and how do we go about creating it? This sounds corny, but it really is true that you ought to be conscious about your culture. You ought to set it you ought to be very methodical about it, and it's really important. You know, it sounds like one of those HR things. Oh, what's our 7, circles of quality or whatever. But, and that's not what I mean. But there is this truth that the culture of an organization starts at the top and it infuses through the organization. It is true. It really happens. And whatever the guys at the top and people at the top are doing, that's what the rest of the company is going to be like. And so you ought to think about it. You ought to think about it when you pick your partners to work with. Do you have a common culture and so on? Now, it's something that myself and other people, Donna Dubinsky and Ed Colligan, and the three of us have been working together for a number of years now. We talk about this. We don't do anything goofy about it, but we tell everyone about it. We have a culture there. First of all, it's a product culture. We were there because we were trying to do good products, and everyone knows that. A lot of companies aren't like this. A lot of companies are, growth or beat the competition or whatever, make a lot of money. Ours is a product culture, and it really impacts how you go about your business. We communicate it with people, and we tell them when we hire them, when we interview them, we ask them questions about it. We filter for that. We also have a component of our culture which is very high integrity, and integrity spans not just internal things, but of course with our vendors, and our suppliers, and our customers. And it's impossible to make everyone happy all the time, but you can try to have high integrity with all of them. You can say, look, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm not going to hide it from you. And you can go out of your way to communicate that. So we do that internally at the company. We tell everybody everything. Everyone knows all of our problems, as much as we can do it. And we tell our vendors the same thing. We're very honest with them. A lot of companies don't do this. A lot of companies try to keep a lot of secrets. But this is something that Donna really taught me, and it's been very good. And I think it helps tremendously. Again, as I said earlier, if you have the right culture, then you can go through the difficult times and the good times and so on. So that's so those two, I would say, a product culture and a really high integrity culture, honesty type of thing.